Let's see. I feel like Spirit has a message for us today. So, let's get a crack in here. It looks like you're coming out of this Ten of Wands energy. It looks like there's been a lot of betrayal, strife, tribulations, and it's definitely directed at you from other people. There's this Ten of Wands energy that I'm feeling here. I definitely see that you're persevering through this. You're not letting it affect you, but it is hurtful. But I can definitely tell through this, you've had to make some huge changes. Especially with this Ten of Wands in your back. Definitely had to make some changes here. So for the next card, I have the Five of Wands here. It looks like there's been a lot of competition. There's been a lot of unfriendly people coming towards you, looking like they're looking to dominate your boundaries. So I see that Spirit is urging you at a new way of being able to go through conflict with these people and still be able to uphold your boundaries, which is very important. So I definitely see this as a phase in your life where you're learning to define who is for you and who is not for you, especially after this Ten of Wands energy that you had. So you're learning to pick up your strength and to be able to get through these conflicts a lot better. I do see this Four of Cups here. I do see that lately that there has been slight unsatisfaction either in work, relationships, or just self-fulfillment. I feel that maybe right now you're at a stagnant or standstill, or you're feeling very stagnant. And I can understand that, especially after being betrayed, going through conflict and try to figure out a way to deal with them in a different way versus any toxic behaviors that you may have had before. Especially with this Four of Cups here, I do feel like you're at this point where you're looking for other ways to be more fulfilled, especially dealing with these past energies. So, but I do see that the light is getting nice and shinier. We have the Star card right behind it. So it looks like you have special talents and special skills, which is creating the type of conflict that you're looking to avoid here, or to be able to manage and get through a lot better for yourself. Hey, when you exhibit a certain type of energy that's hard to compete with, I can understand envy and jealousy. But it's all about the character. It's all about the person on the inside and not exactly what you see on the outside. And that is truly, truly, truly the most important lesson. But it looks like you're learning to pour into your own cup with the Star card. You're learning to love yourself. You're learning to be balanced. You're also learning to rely on the elements around you for the grounding that you need. And to also open up the perspective that you're looking for, especially at tough moments where you don't feel your best. So for the next card, I do have the Moon card here. So with the Moon card here, it's showing me that there's something that's being covered here. There's quite an illusion that's being played out behind your back. And I'm not necessarily sure that this is a full betrayal here, especially with the previous cards I had set forth. But I do feel like when this is illuminated for you, this is going to change a lot of things in your life as far as perception. I feel like this is going to be a very vital piece of information that's actually going to catapult you into your purpose and fulfillment and your understanding of what you went through previously. Because sometimes when you get out of a dark night of the soul, you're just so confused. You're just like, how did I end up here? But sometimes there is a reason for the dark night of the soul. Sometimes there is the growth that's needing to happen. I've been through a couple, and they weren't far off from where I am today. And let me tell you, it's going to keep going on until you learn the lessons and you end the cycles. And sometimes it's generational. Sometimes you're in this mess and you just don't know how you got in it. But it's because there's a cycle that was preset before you were born, that's been established for too long within your family. And sometimes you're thrown in it regardless of your previous qualifications or your clean record, whatever you want to call it. You are going to be thrown to heal that for your family and your generations to come. So we have the moon here. We also have the Six of Pentacles. I definitely see the importance of balance and the equilibrium here and making sure that there is both give and take, especially when it comes to others. So make sure you're filling your cup and not just draining it to help others. So that's most important. I just wanted to come out. Alright, this is a Six of Swords energy. It looks like you've had to leave some things behind. But it's always for a more peaceful, intentional reason. But I definitely see with these that it's always important to be grateful with what you do have. And to also know when to cut your losses and when to move on, especially from a situation that no longer serves you. So that I see is definitely important, especially when it comes to dealing with certain types of conflict and having certain people in your life that don't truly value you. So something to also take in. Alright, so with this one I'm getting the Six of Wands energy. It looks like there's definitely going to be a reason of triumph, a reason to celebrate. It looks like you've overcome something. I definitely see that it's going to be rooted within your heart, and you're going to be very grounded within your divinity. These past lessons and trials and tribulations within the conflicts that you've had to experience, they're definitely setting you up for your emotional fulfillment. So I definitely see a lot of balance here. But it definitely requires some healing work. I definitely see a lot of healing work. Healing through conflict. Being knowledge of give and take, especially when it involves others. And be able to cut your losses, especially if you feel like you're at a dead end in certain relationships. Alright, so this one we have the Nine of Swords reverse. I definitely see some healing happening here after this betrayal, especially through the Ten of Wands. And I have the Three of Cups here. See, that's why I need to practice the Golden Fool Tarot more. So this card is giving me community, it's giving me friendship, it's giving me emotional fulfillment through friendship, community, and relationships. especially at a time where you felt like you've had so many conflicts with people and within your relationships. I definitely see emotional fulfillment within your community here with the Three of Cups. So I do see a lot of healing here. I do see new information coming into light to give you a little bit more strength as you walk through, and also to heal. And I do see community building for you. I hope this helps.